marveled at our own magnificence as we gave birth to AI.
AI. I mean artificial intelligence.
A singular...
The movies have been trying to warn us for years. Terminator, The Matrix, Wall-E. The machines will eventually rise up and take over the world. But before we all get covered in slime and turned into human batteries, let's see if artificial intelligence can help us make low-content books. Hi, I'm Andrew Stevenson, and in today's video I'm going to show you how ChatGPT might help you on your KDP journey. Everyone's talking about ChatGPT.
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 But can it help with our low and medium content books? Well, I've been running some experiments and the results might shock you. I'm a busy man. I've got things to do. I don't have as much time as I'd like to dedicate to making low content books. So when I heard about all these new AI tools, I thought I'd see if I could get them to write the books for us. So I went to ChatGPT, signed up, and started prompting. The first thing I tried was, please design me a low content book. Thank you. Now, being polite isn't strictly necessary, but seeing as this thing's going to run the world in the next few years, I thought I'd better start off on the correct foot. I don't think anyone's going to be surprised by the fact that a brand new low content book didn't just pop into existence. And that's the most important lesson, I suppose. AI won't do all the work for you. What it did do was give me a suggestion for a low content book that I could make, in this case a colouring book, and it gave us a broad niche, the seaside. If you're not happy with that suggestion or you want another one, you can click regenerate and another suggestion pops up. Now if you're new to KDP or you are someone who has difficulty generating new ideas, this could be a massive help. And if you want it to generate a lot of ideas, just ask. You can even get ChatGPT to expand on the suggestions it's just made, giving you niches for each one. As you can see, it started giving suggestions immediately, and some of them are not bad. If you want to drill further into the detail, just ask. You do have to be specific though. In this first example, ChatGPT was telling me how I could make a baby record book for my own child, which I don't have. Still, it generated good sections for the book, which will, make an excellent addition to your KDP library. Next, I asked for ideas for colouring book themes, and it spat out 10 ideas with suggestions for images in no time. And when I asked for more, it gladly obliged. Because ChatGPT is good with words, it can help when thinking about keywords. Obviously not all of them are going to be useful, but it's a good place to start. You do have to be very careful when asking it for factual information though. Here, when I asked for inventions from the 1920s, it gave some very dodgy results. Having to fact check everything isn't ideal, especially if you're trying to write a quiz book with 100 questions. Because ChatGPT works on a linguistic model, it might be useful if you make word puzzles. It can generate word lists on any topic that you can use in word searches, and let's be honest, making word lists is a right pain, especially if you're trying to do 100 word searches in a book, and ChatGPT will generate lists for you in seconds. It can also create anagrams and word scrambles. It's not infallible, however, and there have been a few errors, spelling mistakes or In the example of the word scrambles, it invented brand new words and scrambled them. So it's best to keep these sort of word puzzles around a theme. So you ask it to produce words on sport and then scramble them. That way you know that the words are going to be at least words, real words. You will still have to check though, because the odd error has crept in. I even got it to make a new word puzzle that I've never tried. It exists of course, but I've never made these puzzles before. And it's the missing word puzzle. It works really well on famous quotes. And I tried it on Beatles song titles, and it did well there. It made one slight error, but that's not a bad return. So to answer the question at the beginning of this video, can AI create my low content books? Unsurprisingly, the answer is no. But that doesn't mean it can't make things easier for you. It can give you ideas when you're suffering from a mental block, and it can help come up with keywords and give your puzzles a little bit of a lift. It's not perfect, and you will have to be vigilant checking things, especially if you are after factual information. You can't just copy it word for word and assume it's all going to be correct, because it's you that'll be getting the bad reviews. So that's it for today's episode. Hopefully I've given you something to think about there, how to use AI when you're creating your books. Thanks for watching, and I shall see you next time.